Love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Now, throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay.
Matching hundreds. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Carter on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Carter. Going to throw again. The open man is Westbrook.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun on third down. Carter. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Curtis Samuel. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Got it. Mike by 4. Mike by 4. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On first down, Carter. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Carter. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First down, set, 90, Wolf. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming up here. Go.
Back to throw is Carter on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Let's go.
Carter now. Throwing on first down. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Hunter Renfrow, his first NFL's for 6. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position.
We go. 50, plant. 50,
Carter on first down. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch there. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Ready! 10 Lobo.
They'll run on first down. Michel, he'll have a first down past the 40. And how about that for just running out the clock? That good for 22 and a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Robert Foster, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Julio Jones, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Set 60 or. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Carter. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And now running right through it. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Here's Carter. Off play action. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Come on, set.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Operating from the gun, Carter. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carter. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that it's often a tight curl. Just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Carter operating from the gun. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Curtis Samuel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying.
Break.
Back to throw is Carter on 1st and 10. Into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
first down. Michelle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a...
Here we go. 70, Indy. You must be getting tired. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready?
Carter now throwing on 1st down. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Back to throw. Carter. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Looking to throw. Carter. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Carter from the gun, he'll throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. That one looks like he'll throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was set to DeValve, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Shoot.
Here's Carter on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. I know he ain't got it.
Now Carter operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.